Hello, and welcome to Sisd TV News, where we deliver the latest news about the Socorro Independent School District. In our top story, Team Sisd hosted its annual Partners in Education exhibition virtually. The event gives partnering businesses and school liaisons an opportunity to meet, get reacquainted, and plan fundraisers for activities for the school year.
While we weren't able to meet in person this year, we did try to create the same type of event that our schools are used to having. We put together a website where all of our businesses were able to either submit a video or to submit a flyer of what their partnership program may look like this year. And so prior to coming into our live event, our school liaisons were able to look at the website, get an idea of what our businesses were going to talk about, and jot down any questions that they may have had. So during the live presentation, they were able to ask those questions. And that was that close to in-person experience that we wanted them to have.
It is extremely important to host this at the beginning of the year. There's a lot of brand new businesses as well as liaisons and campus representatives. It is important that we get to know one another, who we are doing business with, and considering what's going on, there are a lot of businesses that do need our support, and we're here to support one another. We're in this together, and I think everyone did just an amazing job, and we thank our business community for all that they do to make us successful.
When you get to meet the different organizations, the different companies, know what they're doing in the community, how we can help each other, it is really beneficial for both parties, I believe. We work in partnership with the schools and we teach the basics of drawing. We have a wonderful virtual program. I was able to present and explain that. So being able to meet and knowing the needs of the school community and knowing all the coordinators is really important for us, and I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
America's High School hosted the first virtual speech and debate tournament in El Paso. Over 20 schools in the region and across the state participated in the event. Speech and debate coach Irene Gardea planned the event hoping it would allow students an opportunity to showcase their skills through a virtual setting.
When the discussion went to should we just cancel the season, I kind of felt like that really shortchanges a lot of students who have worked really hard to get to where they're at. At the end of the day, we're still teachers that have to do the best thing possible for our students. We actually hadn't hosted in quite a few years, but if it meant showing the rest of El Paso and West Texas that it can be done and it can be done well, that's why we took this step.
I know Miss Gardea went up to bat and she advocated for us, and they originally just wanted to get rid of the tournament season, and me and Jade are seniors. We've been doing this since we were freshmen. Being able to qualify for scholarships and SDA points, without it, it would have been a huge loss for us.
The fact that, we haven't seen each other for so long, and then finally get to see these people that we've competed with for years online through a screen was certainly an adjustment, and it was certainly different. However, I feel like even though we weren't competing, I could still see the same kind of energy.
I'm so appreciative that Ms. Gardea stepped up and decided to host this tournament because we were the first ones to take this step. And I think by doing that, she helped other schools kind of see that it's something that they can also aspire to. So although it may have been different, it was something very unique and very special.
Three Sisd teachers were recognized by UTEP's College of Education after being nominated by the community as the top novice and mentor public school teachers in the region. Myrtle Cooper Elementary dual language teacher Brenda Aguirre received the John and Gloria Levis Excellence Award, while Cynthia Rangel, a 5th grade science teacher at John Drugan School, and Miguel Saldaña, the track and field coach at Eastlake High School, were recipients of the Evelyn Schwartz Endowed Award.
I found out through an email I received from UTEP to hear what the award was for and how we were nominated by our peers and parents. It was just shocking. I love being able to help kids out and help them reach their potential. It's amazing. All the hard work just really pays off.
I like to be in contact with families through education. That's a profession that it's very demanding, but at the same time it's very rewarding because you can see growth in students. I love to teach them values and also academic subjects. So it's a passion for me to educate. I think Team SISD gives us a lot of opportunities to improve personally and professionally. I like the structure of the district. That's why I am very happy to belong to this team.
It feels good. I found out that I was recognized by our community itself. That's when I realized this is actually pretty cool because it's representing not only our community but also our field. Right now our district has done a phenomenal job supporting us. Now it's just a matter of continuing putting our names out there and keep making ourselves grow.
The Montwood High School robotics team, Rambotics, advanced to the international level of competition for the first championship before they were canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Montwood was the first high school robotics team in El Paso to earn their way to the international level of the first championship.
We were super excited. We were getting ready and making our preparations to compete at Worlds when all of this craziness happened, and so they ended up having to cancel the competition. We decided, if we were able to do it, 2 teams, we should be able to do it again. We've been working since March to prepare for this season. We got notified by FIRST. They saw the work that we were doing, and they wanted us to be a presenter in their first conference in Texas. I believe it was a very successful presentation. We got a lot of praise for it. I couldn't be more proud of the hard work my students have been putting into this.
I think that last year was one of the best seasons we've had, not only because we got the news that we were going to advance to Worlds, but just the amount of work that everyone was putting in and the amount that we've progressed so far. We had a better understanding of how to document all the different things we did, ranging from building the robot, programming the robot, and also just when we did our outreach events in the communities.
A lot of the times when people think of sports, they think of everything that comes with it, like the dedication, the practice, and the teamwork. And it's really basically the same thing for robotics. You need to have the dedication. You need to be able to be there to practice, and not only practice like driving and operating the robot, but practice your skill of how you use certain tools, what principles do you know about like simple machines or certain physics. So it's like a puzzle that's always changing, and you always have to adapt to it. You need that teamwork because no one's going to make it to Worlds by themselves. So it's just those similarities between sports and robotics, which kind of makes it a sport of the mind.
Robert R. Rojas Elementary School received 400 individual headphones for their students as a donation from T-Mobile. The headphones will allow students to sharpen their attention skills and avoid distractions while engaging in virtual learning.
It was a complete surprise to us. I had no idea. We didn't apply for it or anything, but it was an answered prayer because our students definitely do need the headsets. Right now, when they're participating remotely, it kind of allows them to hone in on what their teachers are saying. It allows them to focus. I just want to thank T-Mobile for thinking of us, and on behalf of the campus, our Roadrunners are very grateful. It is something that they're going to use from day one.
Socorro ISD high school government and economic teachers are educating high school seniors on the FAFSA application process. As part of Team SISD's Operation College Bound efforts, the district has been committed to helping seniors complete the FAFSA. Students can fill out their applications with the assistance of school counselors, school center specialists, and early college high school advisors.
They feel a little intimidated from the beginning. They feel that if it involves money and it involves information, particularly their parents' tax information, that just sounds like it's outside of their realm of understanding, that it might be too complex. When we walk them through some of the process and they begin to see it's not that difficult, I think by extending these resources, these opportunities to them, we are trying to get our kids to be successful, contributing citizens in their community.
It's a really good idea to do for our students because FAFSA is something that is really going to help me with my education. From one side, you can apply to colleges and get accepted, but what if we don't have the money to pay for that specific college? So I feel like taking time to fill that application is extremely important. I feel really good that they're taking the time to help you with that.
Team SISD, in partnership with the Texas Department of Emergency Management, the Texas Education Agency, and the Texas Department of Health Services, is conducting rapid COVID-19 testing as part of a program to help minimize the spread of the virus within the district and the community. The COVID Abbott Binax Rapid Test is voluntary and available to students, teachers, and staff in Team SISD.
We're going to have a safety protocol set up for test administrators. People can come in 15 minutes that are employees or students who would like to volunteer to take the test, and they can take the test and get results in 15 minutes. Knowing how fast this virus spreads from person to person, somebody that may be asymptomatic can get the test in 15 minutes and know whether they're positive or negative, and it mitigates the spread of COVID-19, whether it's at work or at home. We're working as fast as we can to set up our implementation plan to roll it out to our school district. The same token, keeping everyone safe, that whether they're a test administrator or a test coordinator or even somebody's coming to get tested, we do it in a safe environment.
I think it's a great opportunity because it makes me feel safer wanting to come to work because I know that people are getting tested. At the end of the test, it went well. I felt comfortable, I felt secure in that area. Knowing that information so quickly is going to be a good thing for the district.
It was very easy. At first, I was scared, but then I saw the process. I took the certification and then I took the test. When I took the test, it was a sign of relief. I'm gonna be explaining the process to them, and that's what made me feel very confident. It made me feel relief because this is gonna help our community, it's gonna help us as individuals, it's gonna help our partners, it's gonna help our students.
That's our show for today. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the latest in the Socorro Independent School District. Make sure to follow us on Twitter with the Twitter handle @Socorro ISD. Follow our superintendent, Dr. Jose Espinosa, with the Twitter handle @JEspinosa_SISD. Also be sure to friend us on Facebook and visit our website. Thank you again and see you next time.